Hi everyone, my name is Joseph Skoda. You might see me with the Maria and Joe Show or josephskoda.com or many other places on the network and the social media. I'm retired Air Force, 21 years in the Air Force, and real excited about that. But what we learned is when you leave the military, you still have bills to pay. You still have to have a life. You still have to do something and serve others. And I'm fortunate today to be in Scottsdale, Arizona, talking to Rick and Rena, who are also military veterans. Tell me about your story, Rena.
Well, again, my name is Lorena Anderson.
Yes.
My husband, Richard Anderson. And I retired from the Army after 23 years.
That's better than me. Now, I know you're Army. You did some Army and Marine Corps work, correct?
I started off in the Marine Corps,
Yes.
almost 7.5 years.
Okay.
Did that, finished up, got out for about 3 months, decided, hey, civilian life is pretty tough. This was in 04, 05, so, the economy was kind of going down.
Sure.
So I went to go get back in, and of course, no time prior to service, by the Marine Corps, they're like, hey, we're only 27,000 strong. So we've got our leaders, our NCOs. We already had the NCO Corps on lockdown basically. So I said, we just don't need you. And those were the words. We don't need you. So I said,
that's a good point you brought up, because we hear the civilian world tells us all the time, well, okay, you left the military, can't find a work, just go back in. It's not that easy.
not only is it not that easy, but I will say for anybody who's watching this who is contemplating getting out, consider the opportunities out there before you get out, because most veterans think that, well, I've got my service, so I can just get out and I can just go ahead and find a job out there and do whatever it is that I want to do. The reality of the situation is you have the experience, but then what the military lets you do it ahead of time.
Right.
You've got to get that education to go with it, so that when you do get out there, you've got the experience and the education to go with it to find that's dream job.
You brought up a good point. A lot of people who are in the military, you hear it all the time, especially young women, I'm going to get out and go to school so I get a real job.
Yeah.
Instead of going to school while they're in the military.
Yeah.
Because even when you get out and go to school, you still have to pay bills. You still have to work. And a lot of people don't get that until it's too late.
Well, the misconception is that somehow in the military it's not a real job. When out of any job in this great nation, we have probably the most important job, which is to defend those who get to get up every day, go to work freely, not to have worries of who's going to be attacking who today. That everyone has the freedom to basically live life the way they want to. And we found we were recruiters. That's how we actually met.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Who recruited who?
Well,
we didn't recruit each other.
Right.
We were already in, and we've been there for many years.
I'm not talking about the military.
Well, the better question is, this will be a long story, so we're not going to go there. But the better question is, I'll just say it like this: in recruiting, she was my trainer.
Well, because we were both center commanders, so we ran areas. We had recruiters underneath us. And so when I went to Montana from Southern California, one of my responsibilities was to help the newer center commanders. I had 5 large stations at that time, to help them understand what it was to be a center commander for recruiting. He was one of my tougher mentees.
Tougher recruits,
Stubborn. But he was trainable, so I decided, hey, I'll marry him.
You met him in Montana?
Yeah, I met him in Montana. I know.
Wow. What's in the water in Montana?
Ooh, there's a lot.
Plain waters, glacier water.
Glacier water, yeah.
That's good.
Being from Oklahoma, I just volunteered to go to Montana because I heard so much about it. Wine open skies, all that stuff. So it was just, again, fate.
No, God bless you too. Now, really quick, we got another minute. We're here in Scottsdale, Arizona, retired military, military, proud of your career. What are you doing now? I mean, we had a career back in the day. What are you doing now to make life worth living?
Well, I retired after he got out, and so he had many jobs as far as not many jobs, but he was a hotel manager.
So I started off I started off in the hotel industry, hospitality when I first got out.
Sure.
San Antonio hospitality.
Okay.
Serving people. I thought there was a sense of serving.
Yeah.
Served 15 years. So after the Marine Corps, Army, another 8 years. So a total of 15. Serving because that's where we get our satisfaction. We don't go out there and join the military for the money.
Right.
That's for sure.
We do it because we want to give back to the country. It
Right.
gives so much to us, and that's why we do it.
And I think, like, for me, when I got out, I knew, like I heard someone else say, that do what your passion is. And so when I was I was the sexual harassment response coordinator. So the equivalent to a national victim advocate on the civilian sector.
I did military equality.
And I did equal opportunity, and I was also the urinalysis. That was anything anybody else didn't want
We
to
don't
be.
talk about that one.
Right.
I've been there.
But when I got out, I realized I still like that aspect of, I keep saying, serving. So I continued on the certification, and then I'll be finished with my master's degree in public administration, special emphasis in emergency management, homeland security.
To practice with him, emergency management.
I actually want to focus on those that are victims of crime, specifically sex crimes, or those who are human trafficked. So that, especially in San Antonio, I-35 is right up that way. So yeah, so to give back. But the education portion is important. And as a veteran, we both use the vocational rehabilitation program. It's not an education program. It is a job employment program. But they will assist you in achieving whatever your degree plan you'll need in order to get into the career field that you're wanting to. And I'm living proof. I went from undergrad all the way through my master's. No worry about paying for anything. They still give you a little money on the side.
I understand.
Because you got to pay those bills.
So I'm going to let you go real quick, but what advice do you have for people leaving the military right now?
If there is not an opportunity that can pay you for what you're worth outside of the military, stay where you are. It makes no sense to get out and struggle trying to get back where you already are. There's nothing better outside. Grass is not greener. And you're going to have troubles anywhere you go, and you're going to have glory anywhere you go. It's all about how you make it.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on the show. God bless you.
My pleasure. You too.
All right, welcome back to Maria and Joy. And you just seen
camera makes me look fat.
Mr. and Mrs. Anderson, they are Army veterans, and they've been in the military for 23 years. Am I correct, Joe? And you know, I would like to thank all the men and women in uniform. Thank you for your service.
And retired.
And retired and
exciting. And her husband not only did the Army, he was a Marine for a while also.
Yeah. And also,
and now they're improving his life after the military.
And Joe also was in the Air Force. Thank you for your service, Joe. I'm really sorry I tried to interrupt you because we couldn't understand what you are saying. Actually, we have a kind of static right there. But I just want to thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Anderson, for sitting down with our host, Joe, on the show. We would like to thank you for your guys' service. I know that it's really... And also, I would like to... do you remember what she said on the last part of the video? I actually missed that part, but she actually said something that's really, it's a good inspirational quote for everybody. And they mentioned Joe and Mrs. Anderson actually talking about when you get into the military, it's not the same thing. It's not the other side. It's not greener on the other side, right? The grass is not greener on the other side. So with everything that you guys do in the military, to all the veterans, to all the people in the service, thank you for protecting us. Thank you for everything you guys do. I know you guys actually leave your family just to actually protect our country. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. We all think the grass is greener on the other side, but if we would just water the grass we have in front of us, we can bloom and grow and even become better than ever before. Too many of us are always searching for the shiny nickel. As often it's right in front of us. We would just take time to nurture it, love it. And even outside the military, there is a world, there is a life once we make that transition. But I'm going to tell you, it's very hard to make that transition, especially the month of September. I don't know if you know this, Maria, but it's National Suicide Prevention Month.
That's a good one. Joe, hold
And that's
on to
a
that.
big deal for a lot of veterans.
Joe, hold on to that as we go to the fourth segment.